I feel like it's been way too long since I did this. Cue the intro! That felt pretty good. Welcome back to the Skill Builders Guild. Thanks again for watching. It's week 1 of the Traxxas Sport Kit budget build-off, and we are back. This is a very exciting time for me. I loved the first budget build-off. I am so overly excited to do another one, and with the way that the aftermarket has started to support the Traxxas TRX-4 line, we are going to see some pretty great things from this budget build-off. I am really excited to get started. But before we do, if you've never watched a budget build-off before, it's where Josh from Harley Designs and I take an existing platform, start with the same base, and build to our wildest imaginations. In the previous budget build-off, we took the Axial Honcho SCX-10-2 and built those trucks to do what we wanted them to do. I took a more artistic approach and do a few things that were a bit technical as well. In the case of this build with the Traxxas TRX-4 Sport Kit, we're going to take this truck and I'm going to make this as comp worthy as possible. If you're interested in seeing how this kit went together and my thoughts on it, I will put a link in the description below, and I'll put a link up here so you can check that video out right now. I'm going to try to make this a Class 2 legal comp style truck with all the bells and whistles, but on a budget. Now, of course, the word budget in this case means that Josh and I are sticking to a $50 US per week on upgrades for the truck. Josh and I will be releasing videos every single Wednesday for the next 16 weeks. Seems like a long time and a lot of money spent, but it does give you a wide variety of things to try and to change and to do with the TRX-4 Sport Kit. Seeing that it is the kit version, this does present a few challenges for this budget build-off. Of course, with any kit, you don't get electronics, you don't get batteries, you don't get chargers, you don't get radios. So we have decided to put a few parameters into place to make this a bit easier on ourselves. We've also added a couple of special weeks that we think are going to help add a few more elements of interest to this budget build-off. There will be 2 DIY weeks where we have to make or build something ourselves with no budget. It has to be something homebrew essentially. So whatever we've got in the workshop, we're gonna try to have to make something with no budget. And that's gonna be pretty exciting. There could be all kinds of things, maybe retasking something that you've already got, or using something that, you're recycling something and making something out of something else. I think that's going to be very, very exciting. I'm really looking forward to those 2 weeks, and I'm sure that I'll be able to beat Josh at that part of the game. There will be 2 running video weeks where we actually take the truck outside and play with it and do a little bit of a video to show off all of the changes we've made to date so far. There will also be 2 cheat weeks where we don't have to stick to a budget. We don't have to use something we've got. We can do whatever we want in those weeks, and those are going to be exciting weeks too. I'm really looking forward to those. We've already established a full schedule. I'm not going to ruin it now, but it's going to be very exciting. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff happening on this one, and I hope that you will follow along. And in fact, if you've got a TRX-4 Sport, why not try to duplicate what we're doing here? I'd love to see other budget build-offs. So of course, if you've got one, if you're gonna do one, post it up on the forum, post it up, let me know where I can see it. I would love to check those out. As far as ESC and motor goes, we're totally leaving that up to ourselves. We are, of course, going to try to stick to a budget on that, so we're gonna have to be a little bit budget friendly on those choices. I've decided to keep my Spectrum DX5C as the radio of choice for this build. I really like this radio. I love the scroll wheel. You may have noticed I've added the one-handed steering knob from the Rugged that I also have. But this, I just really like this radio. It's good value, has a lot of options, and yeah, good choice. If you'd like to see a review of that radio, I'll put a link right up there. Josh and I decided that it would be easier on both of ourselves if we chose the same servo, battery, and charger to go with this sport kit. So with that in mind, we're using the Traxxas 400 waterproof high torque servo. We're also going to be using the Traxxas 5000 milliamp 3S LiPo pack and the Traxxas Easy Peak Live Dual ID charger for Traxxas specific batteries. Other than that, we are totally free to do whatever we want. Well, that's not entirely true. There are still a few other stipulations that we have to follow. we actually have to keep the stock body, and you're probably freaking out, but the idea is to use the TRX-4 Sport Kit and to try to make it something a little bit better with some of the things intact, so that's totally fine by me. The camper body is available, and that might be something that I might give a shot instead of using this cage work on the back. I think it might be interesting to try something a little bit different, and it'll let me do a lot more painting, which I'm very keen on, as you know.
This is where the fun starts.
Other than the servo, battery, charger, and body, there aren't many things we have to keep similar. So you're going to see a lot of differentiation between myself and Josh. This is going to be a very exciting and fun to watch build off. If you were going to try to make a comp-capable truck out of the TRX-4 Sport, what would your first upgrade be? Put your comments down below. You know I love to read through and answer every single comment. It's great to have this interactivity between you and me. So let's keep that conversation going. Much fun will be had with this series. There will be giveaways, running videos, all kinds of awesome upgrades from all kinds of different third-party manufacturers. I am really looking forward to this. I know Josh is too. We've just got to get this monthly mayhem thing out of the way, and then we're going to start hitting the ground running with this. Really looking forward to it. Cannot wait. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next Wednesday for week 2.